Today I will discuss about the microsporogenesis. We discuss about the structure of the microsporangia or pollen sac. Today I will discuss how the microsporangia or pollen grain is formed. This process known as microsporogenesis. So what is microsporogenesis? Microsporogenesis is the process of formation of microspore from the pollen mother cell through meiosis. Okay, the of formation of microspore, the process of formation of microspore from a pollen mother cell that is known as PMC. Okay, what is the full form of the PMC? That is very most important short question. What is the full form of PMC? So the pollen mother cell through meiosis, because there is the half number of gametes occur, so that's why meiosis division always occur through meiosis. So this is known as the microsporogenesis, the formation of microspore, that is pollen grain. The process of formation of microspore from a pollen mother cell through meiosis is known as the microsporogenesis. Now I will tell you how the microspore is formed. So what microsporogenesis? How microsporogenesis occurs? Microsporogenesis, the sporogenous tissue, you know that the microspore that is formed by outer layer and sporogenous tissue. So the sporogenous tissue is responsible for the formation of the pollen grain. Okay, so first sporogenous tissue fills the whole interior of a microsporogenium. Okay, that fill the entire, or you can say that center part of the microsporangia. Okay, sporogenous tissue fills the whole interior of a microsporangium. So first microsporogenesis. What is microsporogenesis? The porogenous tissue fill the interior of a sporogenous. Okay, fills the whole interior of a microsporangium. Next step, the cells divide with the growth of anther. Next step, the cells start to divide. The cells divide with growth of anther to increase their number. Okay, so first one, sporogenous tissue fills the whole interior of a microsporangium. Next, the cells divide with the growth of the anther to increase their number. Next step, then they transferred into the microspore or pollen mother cell. Okay, then first sporogenous tissue, what happened? First sporogenous tissue fill the center part of that area. Okay, pollen. Then they start to divide along with the growth of the anther. Then the sporogenous tissue transferred into the pollen. The pollen grain is coming from the pollen mother cell. So sporogenous tissue, pollen mother cell. They are transferred, then they are transferred into microspore or pollen mother cell. PMC develop in the internal layer of callus which break plasmodesmadal connection among them. Then the internal layer of the callus, there is a layer, okay, PMC, then pollen mother cell, PMC develops an internal layer of callus which breaks the plasmodesmal connections among them. Okay, so this is the first structure of the microsporangia, that so first they are transferred into the microspore or the pollen mother cell, then PMC develop a callus layer, a cellular layer, that inside this, that is break down the PMC in the part, that is a whole cell, okay, that break down into the part, then the separated mother cells round up. So PMC is divided by the callus, okay. So then the separated mother cell, then separated mother cell, then separated mother cell round off and undergoes meiosis to produce haploid microspore. pollen grain. Okay, so the separated mother cell round up and undergo meiosis to produce the haploid microspore to now the pollen grains come out when the anther matured with the line of the dehiscence. Okay, when the anther mature, anthers mature and dehydrated pollen grains come out. With the dehiscence of anther. Okay, so this is the microsporogenesis. So first what happened? First the pollen sporogenous tissue covered the entire cell. Then they start to divide to increase their number. Okay, then there is the callus develop inside this, then they transfer into the pollen mother cell, and the pollen mother cell divided by the callus. Then the pollen mother cell, separated pollen mother cell round off and transferred into the pollen grain. And when pollen grains get matured and dehydrated, they comes out through the line of dehiscence. Okay, this is the total process of the microsporogenesis. Clear everyone? Why dehydrated? That is because they get, when they get matured, that is naturally occurs, they get dehydrated. Because they use their water for their nutrition, because that is the cause actually. And when they totally used, they get mature and then they dehydrated and comes out through the line of the dehiscence. Now structure of the pollen grain, how the pollen grain is looking like. Okay, so this is the process how the pollen grain is formed. Okay, structure of pollen grain. What is the structure of pollen grain? Pollen grain is the first cell of the male gametophyte. Obviously, when the male gamete is formed, the pollen grain is the first cell of male gametophyte. Remind that. Short question, which is the first cell of the male gametophyte? Pollen grain is the first cell of male gametophyte. First cell of the male gametophyte. Structure spherical. round shape, spherical. Size 20 to 50, you can say that 25 to 50 micrometer, very small. And sporoderm, the wall of the covering of the pollen grain. What is sporoderm? Derm means skin. Dermatologist, we can say na. So derm, sporoderm, the skin that covered the spore. That is sporoderm. Sporoderm. Sporoderm, wall of covering of pollen grain, wall of covering of pollen grain is called sporoderm. Okay, it has two layers. Okay, sporoderm has two layers, remind that. So pollen grain, it is the first cell of the male gametophyte. Okay, its structure spherical, its size 25 to 50 micrometer, and the sporoderm, it is covered by a skin that is known as the sporoderm. Now I will tell you the structure of the sporoderm. Sporoderm has two layers, okay, exine and intine. Sporoderm, it has two layers. Two layered, okay, it is two layered. So you can say that two layered, that is first one is the exine, that is outer layer. Second one is intine, that is inner layer. Exine is the hardest layer, okay, hard layer. Hard layer made by sporopollenin. This is most important short question. What is sporopollenin? What is the component of the exine? Why the pollen grain is, the outer layer is so hard? Why the pollen grain can resist in any type of the condition? Because sporopollenin is the hardest component in any condition. Acidic, harsh condition, the pollen grain may intact inside the sporopollenin, okay? And you can preserve the pollen grain as fossil so many years because of the sporopollenin. Sporopollenin is the most important short question. Hard layer made up by sporopollenin. Sporopollenin is a fatty substances. Sporopollenin, fatty substances. And intine, made by inner wall, made by cellulose and pectin. Okay, and exine also has two layer, okay, ectechinin and endexine, okay, ectexine and endexine. Okay, so this is the structure of the pollen grain. That is the first pollen grain. It is covered by the sporoderm. Sporoderm has two layers. Yes, are they only spherical? Sporoderm has two layers. That is, the outer layer is called exine, inner layer is called intine. Exine also you can divide it by two layers, ectexine and endexine, okay? And exine is made up of sporopollenin, that is totally fatty substances, and intine, that is inner layer, that is made up of cellulose and pectin. Okay, clear everyone? Pollen grains are well preserved as fossils because the presence of the sporopollenin. Okay, it is a short question. Why the sporopollenin? I just told you that why it is you can preserve, why it is resistance to any type of the condition. That is why pollen grain are well preserved as fossils because the presence of sporopollenin. It is not affected by high temperature, strong alkali or acid and any enzyme. Okay, so why the sporopollenin is so hard, why the pollen grain is not affected by, because the presence of the sporopollenin. Okay, that never affected by any type of strong acid, alkali or anything. Okay, now you just remind one term, that is palynology. Okay, what is palynology? Palynology is the study of external morphology of mature pollen grain. The morphology means that is the outer structure. Okay, so the study about the structure or outer structure of the pollen grain is known as the palynology. The study of external morphology of mature pollen grain. Okay. Remind the short term, what is palynology, what is pollen kit. Pollen kit is the insect pollinated pollen grain. The exine is spiny and covered by a yellowish sticky the pollen grain, that is exine, is spiny and covered by the yellowish sticky and oily layer. Okay, insect pollinated pollen grain, not all pollen grain, because all pollens are not affected or pollinated by the insect. Okay, the insect pollinated pollen grain the exine is because they have to stick with the leg of the insect, so the exine is spiny and covered by a yellowish sticky and oily layer. Okay, this layer is known as the pollen kit. Okay, this is up to for the today. Just read the chapter thoroughly. I will discuss the mature pollen grain structure, how the pollen viability, pollen energy. So many questions are these from this chapter. So read this chapter very carefully. Okay, this is very important chapter. Who is present?